Sue. She is the founder of Sisters Keeper South Africa, which is a women empowerment organization. Itu, good evening and welcome to UFM.
Good evening, Mr. Modisa. How are you?
I'm doing well and thanks for your time. Talk to us about the International Women's Day. What does it mean to you as Sisters Keeper SA?
Well, International Women's Day is a global day celebrating the social, the economic, the cultural, and of course political achievements of women, So on this day, we're celebrating women's achievements, but more and above, we are also raising awareness about women's equality all across borders. So it means a lot to women, but I also believe that it also means a lot to men who care about the safety and the achievements of women.
But particularly to you as Sisters Keeper SA, what does it mean? What do you want to see happening from this day for going forward?
There's so much that needs to be done, but I also believe that there's been progress. Looking at the fact that we've got more women, the first thing I would say, I would like to see women in all faces, women being everywhere, not just tailoring them into being under one box. I want to see women all across fields in the workspace. I just saw earlier on today, a good friend of mine sent me something, and it was saying women a woman's place is in leadership, it's in the lab, it's in the space, it's in politics, it's in academics, in engineering, in peacekeeping, basically in everything. Everywhere. And
I'm asking this question because in South Africa we know women are facing many challenges. And do you as women have any reason really to celebrate this day in South Africa?
I don't think we as women should not be celebrating anything because of what's happening in the social space, because of any inequality. Our authentic power is not reliant on what's happening to us, but the fact that we know that we've got a space and we are taking spaces everywhere else, the fact that we know that we can make things happen irrespective of the gender that we are. For a very long time, and still even now, women have been fighting to be in leadership positions. Women have been fighting to be in places and positions that are not easily given to them. And the fact that men have always mastered the business of per se, if I was to talk about one, it makes it difficult for women to have to do what they can do best and also level up to that. So irrespective of what's happening, particularly in our country right now, the killing of women, the safety of women right now, it's not so good. But we still know and we believe that with time, things will get better. And I think it's also a call out for men to be aware that as women we are more than just mothers and sisters and wives, but we are human beings that deserve to be respected
and equally capable
of partaking anything that is in the economic space.
But is government doing enough to promote and protect women's rights in this country, do you think?
Women's rights is everybody's responsibility. It's not just the government's responsibility. But as we speak right now, I would like to believe the leadership right now in the government space is doing their level best. Although it can never be enough until we are in a country that is rape-free, a country that is violence-free, and a country that is it's treating everybody equally, But I do believe personally that they are doing enough.
And most complainants of gender-based violence in the country have complained about the attitude of the police and the justice system when laying charges or seeking help. What can be done to maybe improve in these two departments to make sure that they understand the challenges that you are going through?
Unfortunately, that is the reality that we are living in, whereby also as Sisters Keeper, I remember a few days ago when I was in Cape Town, I received a call from a lady who was also around the same province, and she was complaining about the injustice and the bad service that she received, and the fact that she was assaulted by a man of a different color, who is white, and apparently where she was not getting the very same attention to her case as per the other gentleman. But irrespective of the fact that is that true or not? I do believe there's more work that needs to be done in the police department, and I think if they can look deeply into how they can train them so that they can provide the best of the Batubili principle that has been laid out in terms of service delivery. You know, the safety of women is not, if women can go into the police station and still not feel safe, then we are really preaching a message that we are not safe at all, even in places that we're supposed to be finding comfort. So I hope that they will improve their services, but I also do believe that there are such departments or such police stations that probably do give proper services, and I've seen that through the work that we do with Sisters Keeper. We've received good reception, and most of the victims that we work with, they've also been assisted. So I do hope that they continue doing that throughout the department, and maybe more training in terms of how to handle human emotions needs to be given to such people, because that department is really difficult. I do have women that are working within that space, and they're also personally not feeling like they're adequate enough to perform such duties. So maybe more training and more awareness needs to be given to the people so that people understand their rights, and also those that are working within the front line, they can understand how to provide such services.
And your engagements, whether with the president or ministers and other relevant stakeholders, Itumeleng, are they listening to you? Are they engaging enough to come up with assistance to you as Sisters Keeper South Africa?
So far, we have been receiving good reception from them. We've been receiving enough support from the government. Speaking of the ministers, we're receiving enough, especially from the women that are in leadership within the government departments. They really understand, because I think the fact that they are women, they understand the pain and how emotionally draining the issues may be. But yeah, we have received that. And I must emphasize that we as Sisters Keepers, we believe that the power is in our hands. And the more that I, as Itusu, can stand up against violence and speak it out to my brothers and sisters around me, we can create a better community, a better country, and globally so. Yeah. So I want to emphasize that it is our responsibility to speak out so that they understand our needs, because everybody in the government department, they are there to serve. They are there to serve us. So it is our responsibility to make them hear our cry. And as much as it might not be heard now, in time it will. I mean, look at the women of 1956. It has been very progressive now that now we are seeing women in industries that women were never allowed to be in before. So I do believe that if we can make it a campaign that is ongoing, not only on the 8th of March or on the 8th of August, but do it on a daily basis, that it becomes each other's responsibility to look out for our rights, to speak about the Constitution, and understand what it is that we are entitled to as human beings in South Africa.
Thank you so much, Itumeleng. Good evening to you, and enjoy the remaining hours of the International Women's Day.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you to the audience as well, and have a lovely, lovely day.
You too. Bye-bye. Itumeleng Sue, she is the founder of Sisters Keeper SA. It's a women empowerment organization. Itumeleng Motseo talking to us. When we come back, we are expecting the SG of the ANC to address